Okay, so I'm off. I'm gonna go to Walhalben, and get a little bit of groceries. Bus schedule? Bus stop. Well, that was a bust. A bust on a bus because she didn't have change for a 20. I only had 20 euros. Lesson number one on German transportation. Bring change and not a V-neck shirt. Terrible. Walk of shame. So, when all else fails and you can't take the public transportation, what do you do to finish out your vlog? Let's do a beer test. This Pequeño Keller beer. I just did 2 different languages. 3 technically. So, this is the Oettinger Keller beer. And it's kind of stocky. Kind of like me. So, I thought I'd review this first. And there's a couple of things you need when you review a nice German beer. First, you need yourself a Stein. So, small Stein for small Keller beer. You also need a bottle opener, obviously. And this is a beefy. So, some of my Waz brethren from back in the high school days will remember these beefies. These are just pieces of salami in their own packaging. And they come in packs of 5 now instead of just 1. But this is good to have. It's like bar food. A good Keller beer needs to be super cold. That's the first and foremost. Second is, it has to have a good pour. It has to have a really nice color. And you pour at an angle like any other beer. And then right there, 2/3 in, pull up and grab you some of that head. And that is a pretty good pour. It's a pretty nice color for a German beer. Now, the beer fests and beer gardens, they have a variety of different shades. One shade is like a light, kind of like a Bud Light kind of shade. The other one is this one, which is a medium. And then you have your dunkels. This right here is the first taste of a Keller beer. Let me see how that is, okay? That's a big first sip. Honestly, I'm pretty upset about the public transportation in this small town. Let that be a lesson for you folks if you're in a small town. The bigger towns like Berlin and Munich, I'm sure if you pulled out a 20 euro shine, they would have change for you. This lady looked at me like I was a fool. But that's probably because she's not used to seeing paper money. She's used to seeing change. I saw it in the little register right there by her driver wheel. Long story short, don't go in there with a 20 euro because I asked her too, which is a really American thing to do, I guess. I said, how about you let me ride now, and on my way back, I'll get you. I'll owe you. I gladly pay for a hamburger today or a Tuesday or the Popeye thing. I don't know. But it didn't work. So I look like a fool. And then the lady decides that she's going to say in German to all 7 people on the bus, does anybody have change for this 20? And I looked around and I already was embarrassed. But all of them said no. No, all of them didn't say anything. They just looked like I'm an idiot, which I probably was. I learned my lesson. It's drink time. Oettinger beer. This is not found in all of the regions. It's only found in this one. Like if I went to Würzburg, which is 3 hours away from here, I'm sure I'd see Würzburg Hofbrau, all the Hofbraus, Dunkels. I'd see all kinds of things, but this one I'm not sure if there's an Oettinger there. It's specific to this region, and I do have my laptop here that I can actually go into a little bit of detail. But first, another sippy sip. It is good. What little piece is left in there, drop it in there. What does it taste like, you say? It's hoppy. I'll tell you that. It's hoppy. If you're used to craft beer, this won't be one. This is a Keller beer, Keller meaning cellar. Oettinger has been Germany's best-selling beer brand between 2004 and 2013, with an annual output of 6.21 million hectoliters. Whoo, that's a lot. This packs a really big punch for a very small little teeny bottle. And its ABV is 5.6%. 5.6% for this little bottle. Do you know how much of ABV is in a Bud Light? What else can I tell you about Oettinger? There is a review on this actual beer, and it's not much of a review. It's just that the ABV is 5.6, like we talked about, and you can find it year-round. That's good. It says there's one person that wrote a review, and it's a 3.25 out of 5, if those are stars. So the look is a 3.25, the smell is a 3.25, the taste is a 3.25, the feel is a 3.25, and the overall, you guessed it. It says slightly hazy, a light amber color with off-white head. Very light taste profile overall, but it makes it more drinkable. It is drinkable. I could drink a lot of these. And it's small. So you saw my first gulp. That was a pretty big gulp. Let's get right down to the nitty-gritty, shall we? The beefy. When you open the beefy up, it is already wrapped in its own container. And when I was younger, I was able, I know this is really crazy and probably phallic, but I did like to take the plastic off, and at the end of my beefy run, I'd chew that. I would chew it. It's crazy to say. Maybe I was the only one that did that, but it's something about that saltiness on that plastic. My dogs already smell it. Anyways, just your regular sausage, individually wrapped. You can go to a Kroger or Walmart, go into their meat aisle. They have something similar, not individually wrapped, but you get the same feel. Get you a beer, sausage, you're ready. Look, see little Ludo? This boy knows, he smells it. He's been such a good boy. You're welcome, you're welcome. Here, let me throw one to Murph. You got it. So, I usually share these with the dog, but they're really good with beer. Here, buddy. Here, Murphys. All right. Anyways, that was the Oettinger Keller beer. Just want to say thanks for watching. I'm up to 30 subscribers now. I cannot believe that. I haven't been on for a week, and I got 30 subscribers. There's people out there that's got probably about 2,000 subscribers. I'm cool with my 30 people. Thank you so much for doing that. I upped my profile on the YouTube channel. Now we're looking for 60 subscribers, and hopefully we'll get that. If not, it's fine too. I'll keep drinking the beers. So anyways, hope you enjoyed this one. Please subscribe, like, comment, do what you got to do, and cheers. Say cheers, Ludo. Oops. Cheers. Bonus. So, that little Keller beer did a number on me, and I'm excited to say that I have a chance to review one more for you. Because maybe it's because I'm still frustrated on the entire transportation system in this small town. So anyways, let me show you what I got here. This is a cluster Chirn. This, my friends, is the good. This is a regular size beer, I'd like to say, and I'm going to show you the ABV in a minute. This is from this region, and it's also called, this particular one is a Cluster Gold Hell. Hell does not mean Satan. It means light. So like I was telling you earlier, there are about 3 different shades of beers here. You have your Hell, which is the light. You have your Dunkel, which is the dark. And then you have your in-between, which was the Keller beer. So this one, with no further ado, let me pop the cap off that. This one has a super head on it. Watch this. So, same deal. Pour at an angle in a nice stein. And you want to fill it about 2/3 up. There's the white coming to you. And then right when it's ready, pull that out. There we go. Check it. That is a pretty head. You cannot beat that head. But you can see how it's hell, meaning light. I'm going right in for it. Woo! That's good. This one would be kind of what you would find in like a beer zelt or a beer garden or anywhere where there's a festive activity going on in your small town. Hopefully this town has something like that. But there's a review on the Cheyenne Cluster Gold Hell. Let me go through it real quick. So it gets a score of 81, which is good when you're looking at the beeradvocate.com. That's where I just got this from. The ABV on it is 5.4. So this big beer has less of an ABV than the Keller beer. That's what I like about this one. It's super easy to drink. It really is. It's one of my favorites so far. I've only been here since December, and here it is, February. So I've tasted a lot of beers, and this one so far is drinkable. Like you can have multiple and have a good time watching Netflix, whatever you guys do. Let's go back to this. The score was 81 on the Beer Advocate site. It's got 16 reviews on it. I'm not going through all that. But it's from the Cluster Brauerei in Cheyenne, Germany, and it's a year-round beer, so I can get it anytime. And it's got a 3.75 out of 5 stars. I guess it's still stars. Solid middle-of-the-road Munich Helles. Some others have mentioned honey and apple notes, and I certainly get that. Fortunately, this also is without off flavors, which makes it a fest crushable as well. Nothing really special here, just solid. Well, I'm going to have to disagree with Captain Coffee over here. That's his name. It's cool though, everyone has their opinion, but this is a really good drinking beer. He did get it right about the festing. It's a fest beer, like I was mentioning before. Let's go through a couple of these other comments which are a little better reviewed. Okay, one is 4.8 out of 5, so that's cool. Someone likes it. So he's got a couple bullet points on here. This is Malt Man, and he says that it's a pale straw color, slight haze, lots of fine bubbling when it rises, and 1 centimeter dense white hide. Hide is either head or it's, I don't know. And it said it's Swedish Munich malt, meaning Swedish, like sweet, like the taste, not salty, but sweety. Smooth and fairly refreshing, not too fizzy, no bitterness in the aftertaste. It's very easy to drink. I like that guy. Good one, Malt Man. Let's see if we can find one more. Like I said, this Cheyenne is awesome to me. Sorry you guys can't get this in the States, and if you can, please comment below and let me know if you ever tasted it. And if you want any information on it, because I can put it in the links. Okay, so there's a 3.1 out of 5, and it says the look is 3.5, the smell is a 3.5, the taste is a 3, the feel is 2.5, and the overall is a 3 out of 5. I bought this beer a few years ago when I was in Germany. What a country when you talk about beer. Poured in my Struze glass, the beer looks nice, not overwhelming, no carbonation at all, yellow fluid with a reasonable head. I'm going to write my own review because I really like this beer. It's really cool. The head dissolves really fast though. That might be an issue for some. Not me, because if you're letting the head get that low, you're not drinking fast enough. Does that make sense? I'm an alcoholic. No? What is this? Oh, an extra. Well, let me go ahead and open that sucker up because it goes really good with this Cheyenne Cluster. If you're out and about and you drink a little bit, be safe out there. Get you a DD, get you an Uber, get you a Lyft, or get you a friend you trust. There you go, buddy. Mark, it's for you. I like to throw sausages at him. Once again, thanks a lot for watching. I hope I haven't been a pest. I hope I don't talk too much. And I hope the audio works on this or I'm going to be upset. Mark. Yep. Thanks and tschüss. Nochmal.